Yeah. Should be coming through now. Can somebody check? Let me know. Sorry for anybody who's watched on YouTube yesterday or today and has been just watching and not able to hear anything. I had no clue that for whatever reason, my software I used, this OBS software, was not had a just didn't have my mic selected for some reason. I have no idea why that would have happened, but let me know if audio is good to YouTube now. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, King. I had no idea. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. YouTube watchers, I'm sorry you guys have been watching in silence. I had no idea, but we have corrected the issue. So thank you for letting me know. All right, so what I am looking at, I think, on a firm, or I'm sorry, Goldman Sachs. We were talking, I'm reading the chat at the same time. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate you letting me know about that. I think let's switch this up. Actually, I want to go a little bit more aggressive. We're doing these trade plans for the near future, not months from now. And I see an opportunity here. It probably, yeah, I think that's probably the smart stop loss. So YouTube is tuning in just when it's getting good anyway, or at least able to get audio when it's getting good anyway. I think we're going to switch this up. Sorry, this is just how these things kind of play out sometimes as I look at it and think about it. 316.76, that looks like a pretty good first price target to me. I think over that we shoot for 319.33 and then 323.79. So let's set this trade plan up like this. To the downside, I think we might just stick with our same downside trade plan actually, but let's double check that just to make sure nothing's changed, which things always change in the market, so they probably have. All right, to the downside, let me also, just so this doesn't get confusing. All right, to the downside, yeah, I think I would make a couple of small adjustments to this actually. It's not dramatically different. I think what I want to see is actually break down below 305.29, and we'll use this as our stop loss average down. They're at 307.57. That should give us a first price target, I think, down here at 301.67. Below that, I don't want to get greedy. I think there is a potential another bounce opportunity there at 299.93. So kind of tight PT1 and PT2. Then below that, I think there's an opportunity to make a move down to this 296.60 level. You know, 298.37 is a weekly level. Don't ignore it. That is, significant in my world, at least how I look at these charts and do my support resistance and set up my trade plans. Lemonade, that's one I haven't heard in a long time. Army dude. Thanks for the throwback. Whoops. What did I just do? Grab the wrong thing. All right. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so here we go. So for our Goldman Sachs trade plan, what we're looking for is a break over 312.25 to play this to the upside with targets at 316.76, 319.33, and 323.79 with a stop loss average down at 309.67. To the downside, we're looking for a break below 305.29 with targets at 301.67, 299.93, and 296.60 with the stop loss average down at 307.57. That is your Goldman Sachs trade plan. You're welcome, Zenogo. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so what was the next one on our list? Skip it for a recap. It's Rocksteady. SO. What is SO? I'm pretty good at knowing my tickers. Oh, that one doesn't jump out at me, so could be getting into some new territory, which I like. Southern Company. Oh, we have done this before, actually. God, this is another one I haven't heard and or even thought of in forever. Where was our trade plan on this? I don't know. Just did like a handful of weekly levels or something. I'm not even sure what these are or why they are here, so let's just start from scratch, shall we? All right. Let's get an idea of sort of where we need to be setting our range, at least to focus on for the foreseeable future. Always like to do that off the weekly chart. I think we're looking at something right around in here is probably like, most likely won't see it go too much lower than that. Let's get this set up the right way. It's interesting, it's kind of stacking these wicks on the way up. And then this, yeah, I guess we're, yeah, kind of all-time high range. Okay, well, apparently utilities are hot. There's something around here, but I don't know. It's a weekly level. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Not enough there. Ah, looks like it's probably more like right here, actually. I've got something right about here also. There's definitely a key resistance up here, but that's only resistance. Let's see, what else do I see? That's an interesting level. I'll keep this one on watch. And that looks pretty well confirmed as well. So I'm going to give us one more level to the downside here on the weekly chart. All right, anything else sticking out like a sore thumb on the weekly chart? There's something here for sure. I'm only seeing support, so we'll take a look at that on the daily chart. All right. Let me look at one thing real quick. Okay, this can throw off pre-market stuff. So let's just look at this daily chart. All right. So my question is, does this flesh out or play out better as a daily level, this blue line? I think it does, yeah. That's what I was expecting. All right, so, oops, wrong way. Yeah, definitely something here. And yeah, there, that's close. Yeah, for sure. Here. That's... Sorry, I'm getting a little... Sometimes I go, like, mute when I get too focused on drawing my levels. Feel free to swing me out of it. Or pull me out of it. Downtrend on the weekly lower highs. Yeah. But if you're talking about Golden Sachs, yeah, bigger picture, it's on a downtrend, but there's plenty of room for upside, I think, before that, at least before that trend becomes a factor. If that's what you're talking about, Sonogo. Speaking of trends, I think we have one here on the hourly. Like, it's just right to there. Downtrend on the weekly. Let's see. Yeah. Well, that daily. Yeah, it actually does look more like a weekly trend. You're right. A little bit cleaner there. Well spotted. All right. Let's take a look at this 4-hour chart. My personal favorite time frame. Let's see. And actually, I'm gonna regular trading hours only on this one. Definitely something here. Where are we at on time? Okay, I think we're good on time. I think we'll get through this one. Set that right here. It's iffy, but I think there's something there. It's another kind of iffy level. Let's see if we've got... Yeah, I don't love it there. There is some kind of a supporter. I'm getting a little bit in the weeds here, but there's something in here. Yeah, it's probably right about there. As well as right here. And what's overhead here? Yeah, there's something right there. Like that level. What else is up here? Let's see. Yeah, for sure right there. And here. All right, let's see where that puts us as far as a trade plan goes. There's definitely, here on the 4-hour, oh, maybe not definitely. Well, this is regular, this is regular trading hours, so those are actually 3 good bounces. Okay. So setting up a little bit of a triangle here. Breaking out over previous highs. All right. So for SO, I'm looking at an entry about here. $68.99, probably also 69 logical, or not logical, psychological. Psychological level. There's a level here that I think is probably our first price target. Over that, if we take a shot at 71.23 weekly, also gonna, just pay attention to that trend line if you're shooting for the second price target, because that is kind of the bigger picture issue in my mind. But if it can break out over 71.23, it would be breaking out over that trend line, and I think that takes us up to this daily level here, 72.95. Also gives us a stop loss down here at 68.03. Downside, downside, downside. Where does that kind of open up? I think it's going to be below this 66.01. That takes us below the next weekly support. Should probably, yeah, actually will definitely take us down below this ascending trend line that it's been holding. And then below that, I think it takes a shot down to the 64.53 level. First target. Yeah, second target, 63.28, and then 62.19. Stop loss average down. Yes, the 67.19 level for sure. Will you go through crypto? Well, I won't. We can take a look at maybe Bitcoin real quick. Let me also throw my indicators on here, make sure this nothing kind of changes my perspective. Yeah, break of the call entry gets us over the 333 SMA. Things are flipping a little bit more bullish here on the higher time frames. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's, nothing really changes. Kind of, in fact, if anything, confirms how we've got these plans set up. So let's go ahead and drop these in the chat. And then, yeah, going back to the crypto question, we do have a, which I think now our membership is like, get membership to both servers. I could be wrong, or that may have changed back, but we do have Crypto Traders, which is our kind of crypto sister server on Discord. This is a SO trade plan. But we can take a quick look at Bitcoin or something like that. Almost PT2. What, did it just rip this one? Oh my god. No, it's, well, trade plan's playing out. I just didn't expect it. What, they get some news, or did the whole market just rip? Not the whole market. Lots of things are pushing higher though, but man, yeah, the firm just totally strapped on the jetpack. All right, so just to recap this Southern Company trade plan, what we're looking for is a break over 68.99 to play this for upside with targets at 70.49, 71.23, and 72.95. Stop loss average down at 68.03. For the downside, we're looking for a break below 66.01 with targets at 64.53, 63.28, and 62.19, with a stop loss average down at 67.19. BTC did, and you guys, yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Dropped half a point, dropped a little bit. Let's see. Gosh, where do I have my best Bitcoin chart? Probably in here. Whoops. Looks like it's dipping back just to support. Clean rejection off this 132 level, and it's been holding that as support. Yeah, if anything, this could be a dip I'd potentially buy on Bitcoin. Wouldn't want to be holding it too much lower than 34,719. Just at a glance, there's definitely a hourly level somewhere around here. An interesting kind of rejection, although I do not follow crypto or trade crypto personally. I don't follow it that closely. I have part of Bitcoin just because I do trade some tickers that are crypto related, like HUT and Riot and Marathon and those guys, but I do not trade crypto a lot, so I apologize. I've not charted it thoroughly, but I mean, clearly on an uptrend. I really like this flip of what was resistance. I mean, we did get a really clean rejection off of that 35,132, or not really clean, but pretty clean. Back testing it again, but there's also nice confluence of support down here near that level as well. So With that, we are about 15 minutes from market open, so I'm going to go get to work on the daily SPY plan so I can get that to the watch list for you guys. Hit all 6 targets yesterday. Congrats if you played that to the upside, even though it was definitely a tricky or risky day to do that with FOMC looming. But we'll be back here next Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for those watching on YouTube. My apologies if you guys have not had, or for you guys not having audio Tuesday, and for the first part of this morning's live stream, I had no idea my broadcast software had just decided to not like my microphone for some reason. So anyway, with that, as you guys know, our motto is always... That's right. Plan your trades and trade your plans. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in the chats. Go out there and get some green. And we will be back here, like I said, next Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep your eyes peeled for potentially, again, I'm trying to just find some time on a weekend. Maybe, I think I might have some free time this coming Sunday. So maybe we'll do a live stream Sunday evening as I do the member selected tickers. Keep your eye on the Xtrades calendar. I'll try to put something in the watch list or in the chat somewhere, letting everybody know if I do set that up as far as what time we'll kick that off. But TBD, I'll try to make it happen. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you all next week. Have a great day. Good luck.